let's check this out. Alright, hey guys, I'm here to show you a game of mine during testing. So let's start by loading up a deck. Fine, I'm ready to go. Let's say hello. I'm rolling 18, so I will go first. Let me draw 7 cards quickly. One lander. Not really too good. That's mulligan. Even worse. Alright, so it's down to 5. This is really not that good. Well, anyway, we'll start by cracking an Evolving Wilds and grabbing a mountain this turn and just pass it. So we don't really know what our opponent. Okay, so it's probably Temur or Monsters. Both are relatively good matchups for us. Only problem is, shit. Let's put that back and shuffle up. So we play our planes, and that's just it for this turn, I guess. So our opponent's still probably, I think he's Temur. I don't really know why it would be red-green. I don't really like the red-green deck, so okay, Arrow of the Wild still can be both. Let's see what we can do. So if, as you see, this simulator doesn't really do anything for you. You really have to do everything yourself. So we'll keep that one on top. Hurling Outburst is good. I'll pass the turn back. So he is probably going to attack for 2, maybe play a Boon Satyr, attack for 3, sorry. Minotaur Skull Cleaver. That's interesting. So he's gonna attack for 7. That's the first time I've ever seen that card used. Strange. So as you can see, when you're playing on an emulator, sometimes things get rough. So let's play a Hurling Outburst. Let's create a token. Goblin token. And let's make it 3. Alright, end step. So he's got... Shall we kill the Minotaur on attacks? Nah. So right now I'm thinking if he attacks with both, we double block the Arrow of the Wilds. But then yet again, he may have something. But anyway, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Okay, so fine. So our dudes die. And what have you got, Mr. Second main phase? So you've got another Temple of Abandon. You're scrying. Put it on button. He stops looking. 3 mana. Another Arrow of the Wilds. So we basically need to draw into an answer, or we're dead here very soon. Let's start by playing this Eidolon. It's a 1/1 right now, so let's put it in. End step. So our opponent basically can attack for 4 right now, put us down to 9. I don't really see any other big... Okay, could have a Stormbreath Dragon right now. He probably has a Stormbreath Dragon right now. Right, let's say he doesn't, so Stormbreath, attack for 8. Yep. Go down to 5. 4. Because of the Ferocious. So basically I have 1 turn to get out of this. I need to draw Stoke the Flames to kill the Stormbreath Dragon, Chum Block, and even then What? Into 1, 2, 4. Oh, sorry. So I was coming from 13. Oh, well. So my turn. Yeah, he's got me. Yeah, so I have to concede this one. Let's go to game 2. Unlock the sideboards. At least if he goes to game 2. Let's check. Okay, so we're in game 2. What do we want? We want the Ash Cloud Phoenixes as finishes. I don't know. As answers for his Stormbreath Dragon. We want End Hostilities. We do want both of the Arc Lightnings. So we need to cut 6 cards. Start off by cutting 4 Seeker of the Ways because they aren't really good. And a Mango Spray. Alright, ready to start. Let's go. Let's draw 7. That's better. Let's keep. So last game was of a multi 5, so I'm not really that bummed to lose it. So let's start this game off right. Let's start by playing a Battlefield Forge and end the turn. It's his turn. So basically this game we're looking to remove his first few threats with our Chain to the Rocks and Heliod's Pilgrim. So he's got a Mystic. So he's probably red-green because otherwise we would have seen something indicating otherwise, that it was Temur. Let's just end the turn. We can raise the alarm on his turn to just to get him. I don't really see why I should do it on my turn. And after that we can untap, search another Chain to the Rocks. So he's attacking with his Mystic. That probably means he doesn't really have anything big. Okay, he's got a Ragged Highlands. What is another Mystic? So we'll take 1. Play Raise the Alarm. Let's create some tokens, guys. So my soldier tokens are named Soldier. I know. It's just my laziness. I don't think I need to change it. People know what I mean. So let's go for the turn 3 Heliod's Pilgrim. Let's search my deck for another Chain to the Rocks. So you see, this is why I really like the deck. You can just get to your resources faster. It kind of reminds me, not that it's the same power level, but it reminds me of Caw-Blade, where you can just fetch up your equipment with your Stoneforge Mystics. I have my Heliod's Pilgrims to fetch up my Chain to the Rocks. Granted, Chain to the Rocks is kinda less good than Batterskull or Jit, but still. So he's got a Stormbreath, yay. Let's kill that guy next turn. So Stormbreath Dragon is a problem for this deck, I'm not gonna deny it. What do we have to stop it? We have Ash Cloud Phoenixes and Stoke the Flames, and that's just about it. So that's basically one of the big problems when you're playing this deck. You have to really concern yourself with how you play around it. I would prefer not to lose, so I'm gonna go with an Ash Cloud Phoenix just because I think it's better to keep the Stoke the Flames up for another time, because maybe he plays something else I can kill with it, or it can give me reach late game. Plus the Ash Cloud Phoenix doesn't really die, so I don't really care. Let's see if he attacks. He's gonna Boon Sailor it up. Circle of Flame. What does that do? Whenever a creature without flying attacks you or a planeswalker you control, deal 1 damage to that creature. Alright. So he didn't attack, he just moved his So now what do? We can stoke the flames of Stormbreath Dragon and keep our white mana open. So I guess we'll do that. We'll just stoke the flames, the Stormbreath Dragon. Don't keep any mana open, doesn't need to be that way. Let's attack with the Phoenix, nothing else. Second main phase, don't need to do anything. Alright, so I feel like I'm in a good spot. He has 3 cards left. If he plays another dragon, then we can keep our Cloud Phoenix back to block it. Dragon really isn't that big of a problem right now. But it seems he only has Mystics. I mean, the Circle of Flame is it's a neat card. I'm not gonna say I'm against it. I'm not gonna say that it's unplayable or anything, but I'm really... it's something I haven't seen before. So we kill his Mystics. Whenever a creature deals 1 damage to that creature. So basically what I can do now is I can attack with my Pilgrim and my Phoenix. What's he got? He's got Stoke the Flames. Great. So basically what do we have to do? Flip. So it's now a morph. Okay, you've done it. So you take one? Alright, he's already took one. That's the difficult part of this emulator. It's hard to follow up because sometimes, you know, because nothing happens automatically, you have to check if your opponent does everything, if you do everything, kind of like in real life. That's why it's good to use as PTQ guiding material. So he's got a Rebel Master, great. So so he basically makes a Goblin token that attacks and should be dead. Oh, okay, he keeps the token apart. It keeps the token right there. Okay, so we draw another Phoenix, great. Now what do? We have a Rebel Master, we have our 2/2 Phoenix. I think we chain the Rebel Master and lose another life to play a defensive Hordeling Outburst with 1/1 Goblin tokens coming in. So right now I'm really not that concerned with anything he has, because I've got blockers for everything except for another Stormbreath Dragon, but I don't know if, well, that would be the biggest problem, Stormbreath Dragon. By the way, I'm not really that good in the narrating stuff, as you probably already noticed. So if you stayed and watched this whole time, thank you a lot. Thank you very much. I mean, English is also not my native language, as you might have guessed. So let's start by attacking him for 3, which we can do. And then I'll take 1 more point, because going from 11 to 10 doesn't really matter, and I really like to have another Cloud Phoenix. So now he has what are his outs? So I have attacking power for 7, so he's got another land, so we can see what's coming. Good for him, of course. He put it on the bottom, so he didn't really find what he was looking for. So we draw the Wingmate Rock we saw on top earlier with the temple. I think we just attack with the Cloud Phoenix. There's not really a reason to give him to put the other creatures in. It's a 2-turn clock anyway. Maybe so that when he draws a fetch land he can't fetch, but when he draws a fetch land he's dead anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna attack with the Ash Cloud Phoenix right now. Take him down to 4. And second main phase, I will play the Wingmate Rock and create a token. So we're going to game 3 now. At least that's what I think. So he's got that pesky enchantment. I don't really think we're bringing erasers just for that. I've got a Chain to the Rocks in my sideboard, which shouldn't be there. What else do we take out? I don't think Chandra is that good. So I'll take out the Chandras, put in 1 erase just for the enchantment, just for the respect. And I'll just say I'm ready to start the game. So he's gonna get to be on the play now, which is different, of course. I think the matchup is good for me. I have a lot of jump blockers for his creatures. All I have to really watch out for is the Storm Breath. So I'm going to keep this hand. It's a good hand on the draw. I've got my Chain to the Rocks ready. I can fetch up Plains to go get it. So he's looking at the top. It's on the bottom now. I always think that's a good sign, although it really doesn't matter this early on. So I'm gonna Evolving Wilds. I'm just gonna fetch myself a Plains. No, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm going to do it like this. Otherwise it would take a little while. So I'm gonna put the Plains out and go to end step. So right now, next turn, I can play my Mountain untapped, have Lightning Strike up for Mystics, Arrow of the Wilds. Of course, he's got an Arrow of the Wilds, so that means my Lightning Strike will be immediately useful. We draw into Ash Cloud Phoenix. It's a good draw, so maybe, yeah, that will help you. I haven't even really thought about it, but I'll Lightning Strike it now. No reason to wait. He might have tricks otherwise. Let's go to the end step. So the reason why I did it on main phase and not wait, and I didn't wait until he attacked with it, is because he might have something. I don't really know what he could have, but when he has untapped mana, he might do something. Okay, so there's Rebel Master. We can chain it next turn. It's not really that big of a problem, but he's gonna attack with the Goblin. Sure, take 1. So the Goblin. So the reason why my deck doesn't play Rebel Master, while you might think it could. Oh, I even have a better option. I can Arc Lightning. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Arc Lightning, direct 2 straight at Rebel Master. Sure, end step. Oh, that needs to go in the graveyard, not the discard. Alright, so my opponent, I think he has an interesting deck choice. It's not really what I would play, but then, okay, so here comes the Minotaur again. So it hits hard the first turn, that's for sure. So what are we going to play now? I think the right play is play an Ash Cloud Phoenix, or play Heliod's Pilgrim, chain the Minotaur. He's got 2 cards left, so when I play Heliod's Pilgrim, chain the Minotaur, take 1 to do it. I have free reign next turn, so let's do that. So I'll play Heliod's Pilgrim, F3. Let's reveal Chain to the Rocks. Let's tap mana, Chain to the Rocks, discover. Okay. So I don't know, I could have played the Ash Cloud Phoenix, maybe I should have played the Ash Cloud Phoenix. I just really like emptying out the board because I don't know, his deck plays green and red, he could have a lot of combat tricks. We've seen some unconventional cards, so maybe he has something else. Okay, so Police Crusher, protection from enchantments. Whenever it becomes monstrous, destroy target enchantments. So he's going to try and kill off my Chain to the Rocks. I'm not gonna let him do it. Don't be afraid, guys. So first off, let's play a Hordling Outburst. Let's create goblin tokens. And then let's chain the Police Crusher. I completely forgot it had protection from enchantments. So, do we even attack? No, we just go to end step. So our opponent is probably gonna smash in now. So he's also got trample, of course, great. But we can chum block it right now. So what do we need to win then? I don't really know if we sideboarded in the End Hostilities, I forgot. Again, it's game number 100 with his deck right now, or around that, so I'm not really that fresh. I think this will be the last one for today. I'm feeling good. Oh, okay, Dragon. Down to 10. So he's probably got us right where he wants us now. So how do we stop this? Let's think. We start by playing Ashcloud Phoenix, I think. So we can chump the Stormbreath Dragon if need be, and otherwise we may even be able to survive a counterattack. Maybe, I don't know. What could he have left? Another dragon? Great. So now this is where it gets tricky, because I'm gonna have to jump. If the card, of course, wants to cooperate, I will block, I will flip, and I will take 4. Okay. So we draw Wingmate Rock. Not really anything we can use right now. How do we get out of this? So he's gonna attack for 4 next turn, so we've got one more turn to find an answer for the Stormbreath Dragon. Police Crusher can be chumped right now. I could strike his face. Nah, probably just better to make more goblins, because who doesn't like goblins? So if you haven't noticed, I'm probably lost this game, but no need not to play it out, of course. Normally I think this is a good matchup. I may have made some misplays right now. It's getting late. But you know, this is maybe just a video to show you how my deck works. I think it's a really cool deck. I think it fits my playstyle really well. And this is what I'm currently on to go to the PTQ Saturday. So this will be about it, I think. Okay, so you attack with Crusher as well. So let's throw everything in front of the Police Crusher. Put it all in front of there. So what to do is probably going monstrous. So it's gonna become a 7/7 now. Still going to die. So we just put the counters on, as you can see in the bottom of your screen. Kill goblins. Fine. As he's going to kill my goblins. We will miss the guys. So I'll take some damage. The Crusher should be dead. and this is the best way I can survive. So right now it's draw or die. Eidolon of Countless Battles. That does not keep us alive here, I think. So he's got it. Now it's just GG and concede. So this was about it. This was Cockatrice introduction and my deck. So I hope you like it, and I will see you tomorrow.